Hello everybody, welcome, it's me John, and I'm here for a video I've wanted to do. I've mentioned it a couple of times on my vlog channel. This video, as you can see on my title page, is basically my pickups. I didn't get a chance, or I didn't really have the time around my birthday to make like a haul video or some sort of post or anything about what I got for my birthday. So I wanted to kind of like kill two birds with one stone and kind of do both my birthday and Christmas haul together. Let's get on with my birthday stuff, because literally I was working my Christmas rota. I was literally started the last week of November, and my birthday's on the 28th. So yeah, that's the main reason why everything's a bit up in the air. But anyway, so first things first then, I will get on to what my good friend Sam got me, which was a Firestorm 1989. He got me a couple things for my birthday. He got me this H&B pencil kit, because obviously he's well aware that I do like to draw now and then, and he got me this kit, not kit, but he got me this set, should I say. Let me open it up for you. Loads of different pencils of different grades. You got these ones here that are not even sharpened. They're the ones that you sharpen yourself. It comes with a little sketch pad, very small little thing. And it comes with all these other bits as well for shading techniques. There's like charcoal pens as well. So it comes with stuff that helps you to do with like shading techniques, these paper things, which are very good. These things here, them things, obviously, for those that know, they you can like smudge it a little bit, so you get a nice texture. Obviously, there's a rubber eraser if you're American. Yeah, but it's a good set though. It is a good set. I mean, I don't have all the different grades of pencils. So you got obviously fine right up to really, really dark, so you can build it all up. That was one of the things Sam got me for my birthday, and he also got me this. This is pretty cool. Now, some of you out there probably don't drink alcohol, but I do like to have a tipple now and again. I do like my whiskies and things like that. So I've had one of these today, because obviously today's Christmas Eve. I'll be recording this. And yeah, basically he got me this, which is a Chivas The Blend whiskey blending kit. And it comes with a Chivas 12 mini bottle. There's 6 little mini bottles of whiskey in here, and there's one empty one. And obviously the whole idea is it just says blend your own whiskey. So you've got on the back here, it has a floral one, a fruity one, a smoky one, creamy one, and a citrus one. And it comes with like it has a viewing window here. So yeah, you got through that viewing window, you got like a flask, like measuring, like a mixing flask thing. You've also got like a stirrer, and obviously I've already had one of those tonight. As you can see, it's all open. That's the actual Chivas whiskey mini bottle, which I've already drank. But then the whole idea is that you can mix and match these different tones, these different flavors, and you can like put one or two together, mix it together, and just get like different flavors if you wish to, which is pretty cool. I've never had anything like that before. So yeah, pretty nice. Then the next, what I got off my dad, he got me these, because when it comes round to my birthday, I never really know exactly what I want, and I have seen these out in the wild. I've seen these in regular bookshops like Waterstones or where have you. I've also seen them in Forbidden Planet now and again as well. And I've seen really big versions of these, like really, really big. They're like really big books, like probably the size of a small coffee table, and they're real thick. And there's two of them out there, which I will show you in a minute. But these came out. I've been seeing these, and they're much more just a regular book size. Rather than a real big book, they're just regular normal size. And I've seen these about in the wild. They're relatively quite not a bad price either for what they are. And my dad got me these, the Star Wars Archives. So these cover the original trilogy, 1977 to 1983, by Paul Duncan. And basically it's the definitive exploration of the original trilogy, and it's for the basically 40 years of Taschen, the publication. So I have started reading this one, and just to give you a little look-see of what to expect if some people out there that love Star Wars. So basically it's a full-on like concept art, and basically the making of the films, costume design, all that kind of jazz, posters, also kind of tidbits of the making of it. You got bits of script in there, how they did the title sequences, everything, all the vehicles. It's really, really cool. So I'm a massive Star Wars fan. I love Star Wars, always have. And so that's the original trilogy one. That's one's covering. And also my dad got me this one, the Star Wars Archives. This is for the prequel trilogy, 1999 for 2005, again by Paul Duncan. So I haven't read this one yet. I'm literally starting this one, even though technically I should start with this, but these came first. So I'm starting with the original trilogy stuff first, and then I'm going to move on to the prequel one in due course. But just like that one, it's exactly the same. Well, kind of. The principal point of it is it just goes through all the set design, all the artwork, basically the making of the prequel trilogy. That's what I got off my dad. I got the Star Wars Archive books, which is really, really cool. Good friend Smithy, he got me a bottle of Jack Daniels, which is really cool. So I'm going to definitely be indulging in a bit of Jack Daniels over the holiday or Christmas, and it'll come in handy for whenever. So he got me that. He got me something else, but at the moment I can't quite remember what it was, which is really, really good of me. Oh yeah. I remember what the other thing Smithy got me for my birthday. Yeah, so he got me the litre bottle of Jack, and he got me a flask, a thermal travel mug flask thing. I know it doesn't sound very interesting. I'm not going to even bother really showing it, but I've been thinking about getting a travel mug for hot beverages for travelling. So if I'm going to like TFN, for instance, or having to drive a fair distance or whatever, I can either make myself a cup of tea or a coffee or whatever, and it'll last me for a long time. And I do have some like thermal mugs, but they tend to leak really easy. They don't seal very well, and I've been very interested in getting one myself that is actually decent, that doesn't leak, and actually does what it's supposed to do. So yeah, he kindly got me one. It's one from Asda, and it's just a big thick black one, and it has like a rubber thing to like anti-slip thing around it. And I've tried it out. I made myself a coffee, and it literally it certainly did its job. It did not leak. There was nothing, no piping hot scalding water dripping out of it. It certainly did its job, and I was very pleased with it. So I will be using that for traveling where I need to be for either mini cons or TFNs or whatever, or what have you, where that I do. I also got some birthday money. So I went out. I managed to get a day off. Last Friday and last Friday and last Saturday I wasn't working, so I went into town. Went to go and see Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Sonic 3, with my good bud Sam, and I managed to nip into HMV and pick up a few things, and I like I said, I got some birthday money. So I got these. I got the new Godzilla film, -1. Absolutely loved it. I went to see it in the cinema, blew me away, absolutely fantastic. So I thought I have to buy it, so I managed to get that. I went to see this at the cinema as well. I wasn't thinking it would be that good, because I have a massive soft spot for the original, and of course it is Twisters. I'm a big fan of the original Twister, should I say, film. I'm a big fan of anything when it comes to storm chasing. I just think storm chasing is just just an interesting mental thing to do, but I find it fascinating, and anything to do with extreme weather, I think it's really, really fascinating, even though it's so scary if you have to deal with it yourself and live in these places where it happens a lot. But I just find it fascinating, and when I was young, I just loved the original Twister film. So when this kit was announced, I was a bit like, I don't know, it might not be very good. But I actually went to see it, and I personally thought it was actually really good. I thought it was much more insane than the original. Still, you can't beat the original, of course. But for me personally, I thought this was really good. I also picked up Alien Romulus. Again, I went to see this at the cinema. It's not the best, but at the same time, it's not the worst either. I've seen a lot worse when it comes to the Alien franchise. I actually quite enjoyed this. I liked the eerie, dark tone to it, which is exactly what Alien's about. It has an eerie tone to it, and it has like there's an atmosphere about it when it comes to how it comes over. And I felt, basically this was directed by Fede Alvarez, who is also known for Don't Breathe. He directed Don't Breathe and the Evil Dead remake. Ridley Scott was the producer for this. He didn't direct it, which, yeah, the thing is, I'm a big fan of Ridley Scott, don't get me wrong. I mean, he directed the original Alien, he directed Gladiator, two of my favourite films ever. The more recent films that have come out within the past maybe 5 or so years or so, or a bit longer, they just don't hit the mark. They just don't hit the mark like they used to. I really don't like Prometheus. I just cannot stand Prometheus, and I do not like Alien Covenant. So when Romulus was announced, I was like that again. So I went to see it. Sam was a bit unsure of it, but I went to see it with my good bud Sam, and he was a bit unsure of it, but it was better than Prometheus and Covenant. Me personally, I cannot stand either of those two films because there's not enough Alien in there. Also, it's just Prometheus is boring. Covenant is pretty boring as well. Alien Romulus is better. It is better, but there's still a problem. But I think there's more of a brighter future with Fede Alvarez, maybe. So I think there is going to be a sequel to Romulus. And last but not least, I also picked up this, The Boy and the Heron, the latest Hayao Miyazaki film, Studio Ghibli film. It's been a while. It has been a good minute since I've seen a Studio Ghibli film actually in the classic 2D animation format. They're kind of gone down a bit of a road at the moment with starting to go into 3D animation or tradigital animation. Studio Ghibli as a company, they basically figured themselves as in the old technique of animation, like watercolor black backgrounds and cells, and the whole flip book kind of deal when it comes to the animation, when it comes to the characters. And Hayao Miyazaki is an absolute pioneer when it comes, I think, he's an absolute pioneer when it comes to the animation thing. But yeah, I haven't seen The Boy and the Heron yet, even though I do know it's on Netflix, but I will be checking that out eventually. But no doubt I will enjoy it. So that is everything I got with my birthday money and everything that I actually got for my birthday. I treated myself because I treated myself to some anime. Let me just get everything. So obviously, so basically all the anime website, basically all the anime are the main distribution company for all Japanese animation products. So I'm a big fan of a series called Clannad. Clannad and Clannad After Story. It's one of my guilty pleasures because it's not something I would normally watch. Because it's not about big giant robots. It's not about space battles. It's a rom-com basically. It's a romance comedy slice of life series. It's one of the best anime series out there, and it really does go through some interesting tones. I love the humour. I love the comedy in it. I think the comedy is really good. The characters are great. It was the animation for Clannad was done by Kyoto Animation or KyoAni or Kyoto Animation, and I looked at other series that was actually created or was actually developed by the same director for Clannad, and also the animation studio as well, KyoAni worked on. I don't have that much for that. I have a couple of titles that were produced by KyoAni and directed by them and that produced. But I got this one called Charlotte. And it's basically a slice of life type comedy again. But it's just a 12 episode series, I think 12 or 13 episodes, and it's basically about people that have interesting abilities. The pupils at a school and they're part of a club, and they basically kind of go out to help other kids that have abilities and to help them be safe because they've been hunted down by the government for experimentation and things like that. This one is, I've heard of it, I've never watched it. The art style is very similar to Clannad. The art style is practically Clannad, but obviously different characters. And I picked up Air. Don't know if you can see it. Air. AIR. So this is a complete series, and it comes with 12 episodes and 2 OVA specials. Yeah, so this actually cost me £5. It was reduced. It's ridiculous. It cost me £5 for a full season box set. But yeah, Air TV is a lavishly crafted series that seamlessly melds moments of surreal with the everyday life. Heartfelt emotion over this fascinating visual experience is sure to leave fans teary-eyed for years to come. So I'm getting the gist that this is kind of very similar in what Clannad was, where it has comedy, but also it's kind of like that. So yeah, I've heard of Air, and a lot of fans that grew up with anime back in like anything that was like early 2000s, like from 2000 onwards, when anime really started to take off outside Japan and got really popular. This was part of that boom of shows within that first like 10 years, within that first decade. I also got, and again that's that is produced and everything and directed by people like Kyoto Animation. And then I've got this one. I've heard of it, but yet I've not watched it. And again, the art style is very reminiscent again of Clannad. And it's called Kanon. Kanon. It's Kanon. The complete series. So yeah, I got that. Kanon. And I've heard a lot of people say good things about this again. Can the future exist without the past? Question mark. Yeah. Ooh, this one's quite a long one. 24 episodes. Nice. And then the last two things I treated myself to, because why not? Now I really like this series, and it's a Netflix. It was one of the very early series that Netflix kind of produced, and I thought the principal idea of this series was actually quite interesting, and I liked both season 1 and 2. But yeah, so I got these. I got season 1 of Ajin Demi-Human. This is a supernatural action comedy kind of thing, and it's actually a CG animation. When I first saw the animation, when I saw the trailer for this and I saw the animation, I was like, ooh, I don't like it. I don't like it. But actually, I gave it a chance and I watched it on Netflix, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. I thought it was good. So, yeah, season 1. So basically the whole principal point of Ajin, if no one's seen it, is basically the main characters have a really interesting, weird ability kind of thing. They are unable to die, basically. You could shoot them, you could stab them, you can run them over with a vehicle. They could, like, drop out of a window of a multi-story building. They will come back. They are unable to die. The reason for it is that they have these things attached to them. And I think they are kind of like chosen by, I don't know if they're born with it. I can't remember now. It's been a while since I've watched it. But they have these weird things, which are kind of like living shadows. And this basically protects them, which is the reason why they can't die. So you got these people that have the same kind of interesting ability, which is these things. All of them are designed differently, and they can actually fight each other. They can fight, like, absent to you. So yeah, I've got season 1 and season 2 of Ajin Demi-Human. So I've got those. So that's everything. So the stuff I treated myself to, the stuff I actually got for my birthday, and what I got with my birthday money. So let us move on then to what I got for Christmas. Hey, yes, welcome. This is the continuation of the video. It is, I actually don't know. There's too many Christmas cards blocking it. The clock. Christmas Day is officially done for another year. So this is a continuing part of this video of what I got for Christmas. So I'm going to get through this a little bit quicker because the video itself with what I got for my birthday is already relatively long enough. I'm going to go with what Sam got me, Jupiter Firestorm. So Sam got me two things. He got me Transformers 1 Studio Series Optimus Prime. I don't have, this is the first Transformers 1 figure I currently own. I would like to get a couple of the Transformers 1 figures, but you know, but anyway, so I've got one in it. I got this one, the very first one in the collection. So yeah, Optimus Prime. So Sam got me this, very gracious, thank you very much indeed. And he also got me this pretty cool little mini arcade machine. This is the box for it. It's just it's a cheapy thing really. It's by the same company. Sam got me something, I think was it last year. He got me this little pocket handheld by the same company, Orb Gaming Retro Arcade Game Controller, and it's basically pretty much this. This is practically just this, but in a different style basically. They're all pretty much the same. I do love my retro games, my 8-bit and 16-bit games. Sam knows this, and that's why he got me this. It's just a little thing to just put on your desk. It says on the box, it's a bit misleading, it does say on the box that you can connect it to your TV, but there's absolutely no way to be able to connect it. There's no cable, there's nothing. Even though there is a version of this which is connectable, but this one doesn't connect. It's just literally just this. You basically just turn it on, and as you can see, nice little bright screen, and yeah, loads of over 240 games altogether on there. So yeah, pretty cool little thing. It's just something to put on my desk or something, just something to fool about with now and again. Moving on to Smithy. Smithy got me a couple things as well. Well, he mostly got me chocolate, because, come on now, you gotta love chocolate. Well, not necessarily, some people out there don't, but anyway, so yeah, he got me some Celebrations, a tub of Celebrations. He got me a couple of silly selection box things. He got me a Cadbury one, and he got me a Twix one, pretty nice. And he graciously got me a limited edition bottle of Kraken rum. Now, I've never heard of this one before, and he told me earlier on this evening that it was actually quite hard to track down. But yeah, it's Kraken rum, it's dark caramel and Cornish sea salt flavour. And I've had, as you can see, it has been opened. I've had one out of it so far, and it's actually quite nice. It's actually not bad. So that's what Smithy got me. Off my dad. My dad got me a litre bottle of regular Kraken, because he asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I was like, I don't know. And I just said, oh, how about one thing I'm going to show you in a minute, and a bottle of Kraken. So my dad graciously got me an actual litre bottle of regular Kraken, and my dad got me Transformers 1 on Blu-ray. So I have Transformers 1 and a nice bottle of Kraken. Yeah, Kraken's going to come up a couple times in this video because I've got a lot of Kraken. Jackie, my dad's girlfriend, she got me a couple things as well. She got me this, which is really peculiar but interesting at the same time. She got me this. How to Speak Cat. 100 cards to teach you the secret language of your feline friends. So yeah, basically, as you can see on the back there, you have these cards, and they basically tell you the body language of a cat, basically, and they translate it into what it would mean in human, from cat to human. Yeah, I've never heard of anything like this before, and it's a bit weird, but it's interesting because I have had a look through this. It has been opened. I've had a look through them. It would have been good if they actually included some cards about if your cat is feeling unwell. Good ways to kind of like tell, like body language wise, of your cat if they're not feeling too good. That would have been good, but there's nothing like that in there. It's just basically just whether they're a bit stressed. So it's basically if your cat's a bit stressed, if your cat is happy, if it's all these kind of things. It's just basically the more positive side of how a cat comes over, and if they're a bit stressed, or if they're being a bit aggressive. Most of these things you can pick up on anyways. You don't really need a card thing to tell you. But yeah, so she got me that. It's just a stocking filler thing, but yeah, well, and again, Kraken is going to rear its head again. Jackie got me one of my favourites of Kraken. I love the original Kraken, but this one is my second favourite, and it is the Kraken Black Cherry and Madagascar Vanilla flavour. This is beautiful. This and Coke, mixed with Coke, it is just like drinking alcoholic cherry Coke. It is gorgeous. That's everything I actually got for Christmas. Oh yeah, and I got a little bit of money as well off my auntie. So yeah, I treated myself like I did with my birthday, because of me working right through from just before my birthday of that final week of November right through to now. So obviously I got paid quite well because I got a bit of uplift at work, and I decided to just treat myself a couple of times. So as I showed in the first part of this, I got myself some anime and some films with my birthday money, which I showed you, and I got myself some more toys. I went on In Demand Toys, and one of these I actually pre-ordered off of Zavvi. I pre-ordered it ages ago, months ago, and I've not heard anything of it. I've emailed them asking when I am going to get anything from them about it, and I got an email back saying that they will email me when they have the stock, and when it's going to be they will email me when, and it's just never happened. So I obviously now I've cancelled it from Zavvi, so that's cancelled. But I managed to find it on In Demand, and they still had stock available, which I was very happy about. So that figure in question, I managed to pick up off In Demand. Studio Series 86 Dinobot Swoop, which this guy completes my SS86 Studio Series 86 Dinobots. I have all of them now. I managed to pick up Grimlock at TF Nation back in August. Swoop came out. Swoop came out, I think, around about that time, give or take. Because I do remember seeing some Swoops at TF Nation. I did see some. But because I already pre-ordered him with Zavvi, I never bothered picking him up. Because what's the point, you know? So yeah, very happy indeed. Yeah, you know, Zavvi's messing me around when it comes to stock. In Demand has the stock that's still available, so I got myself Swoop. So I have all the 86 Dinobots, which I'm very, very happy indeed to finally have these. And secondly, again, from In Demand Toys, I got myself this. Unfortunately, the Optimus Prime version of this is completely out of stock, and I've tried to find it elsewhere and I can't find it. I can't find it anywhere, so I don't know. I would like to get the Optimus as well to go with this guy. It would be nice to have them both together. But yeah, I managed to pick up YOLO Park 40th anniversary, the G1 Megatron model kit. Megatron 20cm advanced model kits. This isn't the Pro one. I do know there's a Pro one which is around about 55 to 60 quid, which has die cast parts to it. This doesn't have, I don't think, any die cast in it. It's just a regular plastic one, which I don't really care about the whole die cast thing. Personally, I saw this, it was a decent price, and I thought, well, for the price, and when it came, I was actually quite pleased. There was, it's a really nice box, really lovely box art. Look at the back there, so I can open it up, the view window, and that's the view inside. So it's no different to what I've already got a couple of YOLO Pack model kits. I've got the Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime and Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal, I was really pleased with them. I thought they were really good kits, really detailed, lovely things. This is practically just the same thing, but just G1 Megatron. Really simple to do. But yeah, I got this guy as well. So that is what I treated myself to with my basically extra cash. And what I actually got for Christmas as well as my birthday. I'm very pleased with what I got for my birthday. Very happy with what I managed to treat myself to as well with my birthday money, and also what I just treated myself to. Because, you know, I don't buy myself a lot of anime throughout the whole year. I might buy myself the odd box set here and there when it comes to anime box sets or whatever. But because it's quite expensive, anime is pretty expensive, and I usually wait for when there's like an offer on or some sort of deal. Also, when it comes to buying toys, it's mostly TF Nation, and if there's anything I'm really interested in that I know is going to sell really easily, I might pre-order the odd figure. But yeah, so I just thought, treat myself. Very happy indeed. Got myself 3 new toys to review. So this guy off Sam, treated myself to Megatron and Swoop. This, which is really cool little thing just to play about with. We've got Transformers 1 on Blu-ray. It's a load of chocolate, a load of alcohols. I just want to say very quickly, people are gonna probably look down on me and think you're an alcoholic because of the amount of alcohol that I've showed off in this video. But rest assured, I am not an alcoholic. I like to have a drink now and again. I have a tipple. But most of this was going to last me a long time. I only drink on a Saturday. Usually, my normal week, I only drink on a Saturday. So the rest of the week, I'm completely dry. And I usually just have like a tipple socially with friends on a Saturday. And that's usually when I drink. So I've got literally 3 bottles of Kraken, 1 litre bottle and 2 70cl bottles, and these are gonna last me a while, which is nice to have something. Also, there's a bottle of Jack Daniels as well in in the cupboard that Smithy got me for my birthday. So I've got plenty of spirits. It'll come in handy for New Year as well. So yeah. Happy indeed, very happy indeed. So thank you, take care of yourselves. Hope you had a great Christmas. Hope you had a good time with good friends and family. Take care of yourselves. Hope you have a great new year, and I will be back. Videos should resume very soon. I will be back to a normal rhythm when it comes to work. When we come into January, my working week will return to normal. So I will be back to making my videos again properly. So take care, bye bye, thank you.